Hello everyone, and welcome to this new live. I am just going to make a quick announcement in the announcement. And I am linking my live stream here, copy that, and then we just paste it. So, we are currently live on YouTube, and as the title says, we're going to make some error reporting in it. So let's just open up our favorite coding editor. And it's taking actually quite a while. So it is waiting and waiting to be starting up, and my laptop is also frying itself. So for everyone who didn't see the last episode, we that was just a sum up of what we did in the previous videos, and yeah, so we're now going to continue with the other stuff. And now I know why it's slow. It's taking up almost three quarters of my CPU. So yeah, so normally I would have this open, but because I closed it, I needed to reopen it. So while that's waiting, I am just going to take a look to see that everything's working okay. And yeah. So it is just now starting up, and it is absolutely slow. So yeah, you guys go ahead and grab a cup of tea or something to drink, and yeah, something to eat, since that I don't know how long we'll be going for, and you better have that stuff prepared than not have it and be not prepared. So yay, it's actually working. Yeah. So for this one, I am going to need some sort of error thing. So I'm just going to make 2 error files. That are both taking actually long to load, and it is absolutely slow today. So we basically, last episode we basically implemented like a stress test, which is I think about 360,000 lines long, and it parses it in about 0.10 seconds. Oh wait, it's 10,000 lines long. Yeah, we parsed it in about not as much time as that. So it is now loading and it's slow, so I'm gonna go ahead and edit the make file. I can close half of this. Yeah, so the way it works, I am going to have like let's open up a temporary file. And it's taking actually quite a while to load. Something. So we have like a error, and you can specify the error level. So we have an error, like an error, and with the levels, and we have like that's going to be an enum with error level info. We're going to have a warning, which is not going to exit the program, and we're going to have an error or a fatal. I don't know what to call it, so I'm guessing we're going to call it fatal. And we also have like the message. So let's implement that. And we need to include standard arc, and yeah, so make an enum with the error severity. I'll spell it right. We have like error severity info warning and a fatal. Then we're having like a void, which is error, which is just going to be named error, and we have a error severity, is the severity, and the and a constant that's probably MSG and a dot dot dot. And I'm thinking that we also need like some sort of error set to string. We could just call it C string. I think that will be better. So we're just going to call it CSTR with the error severity set. So yeah, so we copy this over into the error. We will include the error header. I just paste it, and then we switch on the severity. And if we have, since that I cannot use my IntelliSense right now, even my syntax highlighting is like broken. So we have case, we have like colon, and that's, so they all return different things. So this one, so info that returns info. This one returns a warning, and this one returns a fatal. And I need to have that. And so this one is just going to print concept to something like this, and I just, I don't know, I think I can. And then we just do the severity. I don't even know if I spelled that right. Then we just do a print of the MSG. With the, I don't even know if I can do this. So we build it, and if you don't build it, you can't get errors. Kids, remember that. But no, I need to actually link it. So we have like error, and I can't. C99 veridic. Oh yeah, because of return a no. So I think that if I just replace this with a dot dot dot, that it should not work. And I need standard IO. and alright, I cannot do this, so I need like a VA. No, I could just call it macro. Yeah, I'm thinking that we just create this one into a macro, because that will not have as much trouble as I'm thinking that it will. So just include standard IO, and then we just define error with the severity MSG and then VA args, and then we just do a printf, and this one to be right around here. Error sev to C string with the severity, and then we just do another print f with this one, and I can then absolutely remove message just that I don't need it. So will this compile? And it doesn't even appear. So yeah, it works, to my surprise actually. So if you just go into the compiler and we include error, so just do a error with error severity fatal, and just test T1, 2, 3, and it does not work. Why? Oh, that's because I need the message. So it's like MSG and then the VA args. Yeah. So it now works. If we do build compiler, test slash.com, there you go, test 1, 2, 3. Well, it works. I get like a new line. Oh yeah, because I don't need to do that. So we make and it's taken forever. There we go. So we get this, and yay, it now works. Like there was also like, we need to replace this with. So there's like a thingy that you could just do, which was like C strings at color. So there was like a certain suffix that you could just, yeah, it was like x1b and then this thing. So if I just do this, which is adds this, and then I rebuild it, I should get it in a reddish or just another color. Yes, so this is red, and then you have like more colors. I'm like magenta for the warnings, and no, I'm not stealing GCC here. So we do magenta for the warnings. And I'm thinking that we just do yellow, or no, we just do cyan for the informations. Yeah, everything needs a good color. Then we need to at the end of every string we need to add this, which just resets it back to that color. Which it absolutely beautifully does. No errors whatsoever. So think about like adding info, warning, and fatal. So we have like the basic error reporting. Yeah, so you have like cyan. I don't know if you guys can see this. So like cyan for the info. Then we have like a magenta sort of ish color for the warning and a red for the fatal, which I'd say is pretty good. I don't know how that looks. So we can now add we just do a error with the error severity fatal with the message no file provided for compiler. Then we just exit. So this works, and I can pretty much just copy this. Well, I can just copy the first part, I think, and I just replace that with everywhere where we have an exit 1. Like this is just going to be a warning. Then we just do an L so that it doesn't get absolutely confused. And then in here we actually throw an error because we did not provide an output file. So, and as you see, if I just do dash dot slash source main.c dash o, it also goes a warning. So that's good, and this is all in the compiler. So I am not going to test this. I will make like a automation after the stream to test that. So then what's the first command we call? String strip file, but that already has errors, and I did not make this string. I actually got someone who's way smarter than me to make that string, and yeah, he was willing to make it for me. I should probably. So I am going to actually open every source file, every header file that you can imagine. Lecture. Not my string. We don't need to add anything to my string. And token. So we have the compiler. Now we just need the AST, and the AST is going to include error, I need to get a faster processor, and oh yeah, we don't have any errors. Yeah, only here. So we need like this one also, and in here we needed this one. But I'm guessing that we can make this a. This one needs to be an error. Otherwise we fail. Note type. Yeah. So I'm thinking about replacing this with like info things. Wait, I pasted too much. Let me just delete this and make this, let this be an info, and the other one also. So I am just making info things. So we do not have to do that in the future. So if we now recompile it, wait, what is my I? Compile with C11. Expected that one before that one. Yeah, but why don't you want to work? Like, I should be able to provide nothing. Like, I just want to. That one's there. This one. I'm guessing that we could just put a string in here. Oh. And we also need the same in here. And in. Wait, what? Error. So we don't have an error. How do we don't have an? Oh, because it's called fatal. Alright. So we just find that and replace it with fatal. Replace. So, and where is that? That thing's in there. So we cannot actually do that. I have to do that. And why is this being so rude to me? Just let me add my stuff, man. So this is how pro developers do this. It's loading. So yeah, we got a lot of info and they all work perfectly fine. So do we have any chats? No. Do we even have anybody watching? No. So that's that. So now we have it for the AST and for the compiler. Now we just need it for the emulator, which I am going to do after this because this is just one file, except for the token. So it's so it's smart that we just do it in here. So we're just going to find this, and then this is going to be a yeah, that's it. There's nothing more that I can do in here. Yeah, so that was the lecture. And in here we also don't need to do anything. So now just the emulator. So we need to replace this with the fatal. like I do not type check the I'm not checking the buffer is equal to null, because I don't know, I'm just not doing that. Yeah, what is my files? So I just got back from like I was having the whole afternoon to myself. I need to control main. So I had like the whole afternoon for myself. I don't care. And yeah. So what's this? Oh, that's just one. So so I went ahead and implemented like the stuff for my other language. Yeah, that just wasn't working. So I am actually, so I actually don't know if this is working. 2, 3, 2, no. Yeah, I don't know. And I actually got errors with this, which if I open up, not this one, it was my own virtual machine, like the one I can develop whenever I want, whenever I like, and just open up mains, is that I split this correctly into one file. Very good of me. This is the well. So when I read it, it's like I need to reverse the bytes when I read them. So I read them, and then after that I reverse them. Just like a problem, when I read them, they were just being all like reversed. But I'm just seeing now that I actually do that. So I actually got and did it correctly. So yeah, this one needs to be an info. Info. And that one doesn't have to be an info. And this one needs to be a fatal. It's just that we're not handling it, which is actually quite surprising, since that I just get a bunch of nulls back. So I'm just going to be replacing with a long decimal. Oh yeah, just a decimal. I don't care, a slice bit. That's fatal. This one I just don't care. This one access partial. Also fatal. And what do I have? So yeah, so that's it, I think, for all the. And oh yeah, I need to include error. Why doesn't it tell me that that is located in error? So I include error, and I can't do any errors because it doesn't like me. Oh, this is in the lecture. Yeah, now I understand. Because if you're going to use error somewhere, you need to include it. Which I, most frankly, am not as smart to do. So, we build that. Then we actually emulate it. But I'm going to emulate the main file. Wait. I actually have a stack. Well, that's fantastic. Like, I did not expect that to work. Yeah, but it's printing unnecessary new lines. Oh yeah, because it doesn't take any arguments yet. So we have 1 and 5 on the stack. which if we look at the compiled file, we see we push a 1, we push a 2, we push a 3, and then we add them together. I need to remove this track because it's confusing. We add them together. I want to add them together twice. And what do we got? We got 6. So this is good. So yeah, so now we need to, well, I don't actually think that I need, well, I have division. If this one is equal to 0, then we're going to have an error. Error severity fatal. Cannot divide by, well, I'm guessing that we can just place it in there, since that, yeah, you know, we are being smart. So this one actually fills out, goes out and does the thing for me. So we already checked if it was 0, and it is, so, and we exit. Like multiplication you could do with 0. This one needs to be 2 minus 1. That's why I'm having troubles with that. So 2 minus 1. This one's 2 minus 1, that one's 2 minus 1, this one is 2 plus 1. So yeah, so I think that if we rebuild it, then we recompile it, we re-emulate it, we still got 6. When I now replace this first add with a subtract, and I did not get to updating the syntax yet, we got 0. Because we're doing 3 minus 2 and then adding 1. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's right. So if we just, just the delete button, that's not. I have like a button for the calculator on my keyboard. It's pretty cool. So it's like 1, 2, 3. So it's like 2 minus 3, which is equal to -1. Then we add 1, which we got 0. And when we do this in the reverse order, we should get -4. Which if we get our very, so it's like 3 plus 2 minus 1. Yeah, it works. I just typed 5, so it's like 2 plus 3 minus 1 is equal to, well, it's like 1 minus 2 plus 3. It's 2. What? Because I'm not doing this right. So it's 2 plus 3. And going and subtracting that, so we have 5, and then it's like 1 minus 5 is -4. So it works. So yeah, so we actually have division. So if you just go ahead and push a 4 to reset the stack, and then just push a 10 and push a 0, and then we do a divide, which I need to add the compile stuff. Fatal, cannot divide by 0. It works. And if we do it on the other way around, we actually get 2 zeros. Because if we divide 0 divided by 10, so it's like 0 divided by 10, it's equal to 0. It's not that hard. So, yeah, I guess that was it. How long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for 35 minutes. God damn it. Is everyone online? Is anyone on? Yeah, so, like there's somebody that's building an application with his friends, and another one is doing some stuff that I don't know and I don't care. So, yeah, so I'm going to push this, the message added errors. So it will now, oh wait, I need to remove a, delete it. Thank you. Commit message. And up there. Added errors. Errors. That I spelled errors with double. It's with. Thank you very much. And Control F4. So synchronize them, and they should be online. So if you just go to the my language, they are they online already? Stupid. Yeah, so we have got 2 identical commit messages. We have 14 commits with 2 being the same. Yeah. What's this? Oh yeah, that's that. So, what are we going to implement now? So we have size things. I am moving this to the bottom of the list so that it will be the least of my worries. Like, I do not care about that at all. And how does the to-do look like? Because now it's like, oh, this is pretty cool. So what I now want to do, I've already made this in my other language, but we're going to do it in here now too. Currently, so we have push, and then I can specify if I want a byte or a word, and a byte being like any number below 255. And once I add like words, like this is where I got the troubles. Words, if I then go below 255, for example 100, it automatically converts this to a byte, but when I go above it, it automatically converts to a word. So push word 34, and I'm guessing that, yeah, it will only at 0, but that's not a problem. Yeah, it like adds a bunch of zeros. So, I need to do the get ignore. Let's start that CN. So that I don't want to manually have to do that. So that one could go, that one could. And then I had like the byte, but I like forgot to add W, add B, and subtracting all of that. And I'm not going to show you guys because that would just take too much time. So for now we'll just implement byte, and if we have some time left over we can do words, because we now need to completely redo the compiling of it. So we have implemented that. Did I have a to do for it? I did not have a to do for it. So I guess we can just comment that out. But if we like don't get it done, so in the in the lexer, because we start with the lexer. So if we have a push, we need to actually redesign the instruction. Let's dot its token. So we open the token header. Where's the token? Here's the token header. So we need to add like some sort of union for the instruction, which is like, I don't know, I can guess that I can make this into a union. Type def union word. So it's going to have a uint 8 for the byte, and this one needs to be underscored, and a word. And we build it. And where does it fill? Alright. So first thing, oh, this one needs to be actually 16, since that I am not at all correct. So this one, instruction plus plus. U int 64. I don't care. I am actually going to disable missing prototypes, since that I'm going to re-enable them and just make them myself in like offline. So this one, type, yeah, decimal. Byte. Do I have conversion? I don't have conversion. Okay. And what do you want? Oh, this one has the same. Wait, which one did it want me to change? It wanted me to change the last one. That's byte. I'm going to make the jump addresses, I'm going to make bytes, so that will just take up way less memory. Oh, that's a long decimal. Needs to be just decimal. So this one, jump address byte, and then convert. You know. Now we'll just make them bytes. And we're just going to cast them to uint age, since that I have absolutely no desire. Alright, missing braces. So we now get to the part where we get to increment push. And then we need to have a string with the size, the trim, have to chop by the limiter of the argument and a space, and then we have a string with number. I'm just going to do it with a new line because I don't care. You know, I think I can just do Contort comment. Why is that so hard? That just made life easier for me. I don't care. Oh yeah. And then if string equals size met string from C string with a byte, then we have found a byte. A word, and I'm thinking about string to int, which is, I'm guessing, going to convert this to a integer, but I'm not sure, since that, of course, I'm not the one who made the functions. So, well, this actually worked. So if we had found a word, and the number is less, or the number is less or equal than 255, and this one needs to be, if I remember at the top of my head, 65535. We just print found a byte, and the same for this one, word, and I did not managed to do that shit. That's why you care. Exit. So we're just going to exit. Why not? So it's taking forever. Well, at least something compiled. So the found a byte, and even if I replace this with a word, it's still going to be a byte, right? Found a byte. Yeah, it's still going to be a byte. Just replace this back with byte. And so in the lecture, I need to actually do this. So instruction dot operand dot byte is equal to the number not to unit 8. So it's a u int 8 cost of the number, and we already type checked it, so we don't have to worry about that. Now this one can do the same. So this one doesn't cast it to a 8, it casts it to a 16. And we need to, this one is a word. Make. Yay, it works. And it doesn't complain. So we now get the, so the lecture is done. We now just need this one. So yeah. So if we found a push, then I'm thinking that we just have like some sort of identifier, which is the push ident, and we have like a number of bytes to read, 1 for a byte, 2 for a word. So we have like a number of bytes to read, and then we have like the bytes, and then we have like which are the bytes. So and then what we have here is something that I do not wait, how did this manage to compile? Sure. So we need like some way of, if the AST nodes I dot else instruction operand dots byte. So if we have at least something in there, and then we do an else if for the words, because I don't know if it's gonna be 0 initialized or 1 initialized, because I don't know. Then what we do is we get like the bytes to read, that's equal to 1, and for this one it's equal to 2. Now we have like an f write with the number of bytes to read, 1f. I think that we can replace this one with the bytes to read. So I can just do this, because I don't know if I did this correctly. If I just comment that out, make it, and we compile it, I'm thinking that if we take a look, we get, it loads 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1, and if we make this higher, like a word with 6 6 5 3 5, and if we then compile it, I'm thinking that we got like 1 1 ff, and then 1 1 ff. So so it does not work. But I'm guessing you might have noticed that. So what do we need? If this one's less or equal than 255, and I'm guessing this one is less or equal than 65535. It's just that we check the byte first. I'm thinking that this would be no problem. Why do you want to do this? Okay. Also, always true due to limited range of data type. Alright. Less than 255 and less than. Happy now, GCC? Yeah, okay. So it compiles, and I've just seen we got a Discord message. It is from Lens. Oh, with a welcome message. Yeah. So, we've now been streaming for about an hour, and yeah, I'm going ahead and making this compile. And what have we got? If this works, I will. Alright. It did not work. That's because of other reasons. Well, if we need to also do that. So I'm just going to disable conversion, and the other warnings that we got, like oh, I don't even have conversion on. Let's just show you how stupid C is. Like, it does not even know my intentions. It's like type limits. Yeah, that's from all. I can't really disable that. So, what I need to do now is actually, you know, write the good values. And I am just going to look at my thing that I've made for my other thing. And we cd into the source. And we do a neovim of main.c. So what this does, oh yeah, I've made like some custom types, and if we like, yeah, so I don't know, so this was a pretty successful stream. We like implemented errors, and yeah, this is overall fun. And I am just going to commit this with adding beginning stages of parsing different push sizes. I don't know if it will let me. Yes, it doesn't let me add the. Yeah, so I could just remove adding. So we commit this. We take a look in Discord, and I have not got any streams whatsoever. So yeah, so we synchronize it, and yeah, so without synchronizing, I just wanted to thank everyone that was watching, or that is going to watch. Yeah, it was my pleasure doing this, and I think that I will certainly do this more often. So yeah, so I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow, maybe another day, I don't know yet. School's also about to start here, so